So I just took Tildy out here, right in front of the camp, to do her business. And she's just sniffing the ground out here like crazy, just wouldn't get off of it. So then I looked down, and there's moose tracks right here. Right here. A moose walked right in front of the camp. Camp is right there. A moose walked right up the road today. Heck of a lot easier walking on the snowpack snowmobile trail than it is out in the woods right now. You remember the my snow gauge here? When I showed you the day of the storm, the snow was like something like that right there. Yeah, the wood pile's starting to show itself there. Remember, that was pretty buried. And my snowmobile, it was sitting right there. And remember, the only thing sticking out was that right there, was the backrest. There was a lot of snow out here, man. It's coming down, but not fast enough. I like the way the fog is lifting off the snow. The sun is sending heat downward, meeting the cold of the snow, making the fog kind of pretty. I'm in the spruce now. You see the sun rays coming down through. I love that. So what I'm doing here is I'm heading out, and I'm gonna finally set up some trail cameras. Talked about this a week or two ago, but I've been spending a lot of time indoors researching properties and stuff, but today I'm getting out, and it's a good day for it. Oh, look. Oh, look at that. Look at all the sparkling. I hope you guys can see it. A lot of people, you know, live in town, they live in the cities, spend most of the day in a building or in a car, and they don't get to see this kind of stuff. Just a simple thing like that. The dew on the branches and the sun makes you want to pause and just soak it all in. Wonderful. My cubby is down there, buried under snow. So I'm going to have to dig that out. There's still a lot of snow out here. It's going to be here for a long time.
When I find a natural cubby in the woods, I make note of it, as these are good places to film wildlife. This one needs some excavation. It may be April 7th, but there's still a lot of snow on the mountain.
Hope there ain't a bobcat in there. That's an attractive little place for a critter to visit.
On snowshoes, the traveling is easy, but without them, it can be exhausting. Predicting the critter's movements to get them scented on camera can be tricky, so I'll use some trapline savvy with the setting of my trail cams. I'll put a few focused directly on the cubby and a few facing away from it for fox and coyote. The canines may come to investigate this, but will do so at a distance. You don't become sly like a fox by being careless.
Well, the bush camp is still standing, but something looks a little different. Yeah. Part of the tarp has blown forward, but it's still standing, man. After all that, the poo-poo tupu there is still there. Look at it. Fog bound. Yeah, I'll have to throw that back around and tie her down. My fire pit buried under snow there. Huh. Yeah, that part of the tarp's blown off. Needs a little repair. That's it. It's good. You can see how much snow there is. Quite a step down into the teepee, yeah. It looks like about 20 inches right here. You can see the top of the teepee is probably 5 inches or so, 6 inches above the top of my head. And it's quite a bit taller than that. Listen to that wind out there. It's a cold and blustery day on the mountain today, but it's warm and sunny in here. You know, last year at this time, look at this. We planted all of our seeds last year between April 6th and April 8th. And today is April 7th. But I'm not planting anything for a while now. I may do some here in a couple of weeks, but our plans are too unsettled right now. We talked a little bit about this last week, and I want to recap that in a minute. I gotta go tend to the hens. Okay, girls, come on out. Get some sunshine. Oh, yeah. Oh, only one egg so far. We'll check back later. What are you going back in for? No special treats this morning. Maybe later. Put that other egg out and I'll bring you a piece of bread or something. The girls.
Well, my friends, there's just a few things I want to recap before I head down the mountain on a snowmobile and upload this video. With that said, I want to clarify something. I always uploaded my videos in high definition, but to do that, we would go to town, go to the library, the laundromat, or McDonald's, or someplace, or friends, and use the Wi-Fi and upload the video. But often that would take several hours out of our day to do that. And in the winter especially, when we have to jump on a snow machine or in the ATV to go to town and do that, it just really took too much valuable time out of our life. So I had experimented and uploaded a few videos in 720 in standard definition and asked everyone how they looked and had no complaints. So I've been doing that. But YouTube must have made some changes because people are telling me that they're getting some of these videos in 480, and that's horrible resolution. But I would not know about it without you telling me, and people are telling me. So I want to let you know that I'm not putting out junky resolution on purpose. So now we're going to go back to doing HD, and thanks for letting us know about that. people still tell me that they don't get notified of my new uploads. Now just keep clicking that bell, and there are some settings that you can make that you can do on your end, but the easiest way is to click that like button. Everyone's always asking you to click the like button. But by clicking the like button, not only does it help my channel, it does help the channel, but it tells the algorithms that you like the content here, so that way it triggers them to let you know of my new uploads. So click that like button, and it'll help us both out. All right, 2 things covered. Last week I announced that Lori and I are planning to hit the road and spend part of the winter someplace else. For the 20 years we've been together, we talked about seeing the Smoky Mountains, going out there to North Carolina, doing some hiking. We were really interested in North Carolina, northeastern Tennessee, and that part of Virginia where they all come together. There's a lot of that country that we want to see. Now, for quite some time, I've talked about how we are planning our next chapter of life. I told you that we want to do some traveling and we want to have more fun. So that is what we are planning to do. Some people interpret it that we're just jumping ship or we're running away from something. We're not running away from anything. We absolutely love our life up here. So glad we did this. I fulfilled a childhood dream that I had, the one I carried with me the longest. Our plan was to live up here for 5 years. We're through the 6th year now, and we want to go do something else while we're still young enough to go and do it. All right, time is ticking, and we are getting older, and things happen, and we don't want to miss our chance. So we will stay here through Christmas, and then sometime in January or February we will hit the road and go see other parts of the country, go somewhere where there's bare ground. Now, we don't care about if it's cold weather because we like hiking in the cold, but we just want to experience some bare ground and some open water so we can simply have more fun. We would rather be fishing and hiking than shoveling snow. And going away will enable us to do that. So, we're not jumping ship, folks, but there are a lot of changes in the works, and we will keep you up to date as it unfolds. And of course, when we hit the road, we will take you on the journey with us. So, hopefully next week I will have some cool trail cam footage to share with you. I've shared a lot of great stuff with you in the past, and hopefully I can get some close-up footage of that elusive bobcat that I have back there. So, that's it for now, folks. Click that like button, and all the best to you, and God bless.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go. There's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss. Frankie and the boss.